ass. That Nintendo Direct was amazing. I don't care what anyone on Twitter or anywhere else on the internet says. That was for everyone. That had something
People
for
stop complaining.
everyone.
That was like literally perfect. And yes, we've confirmed now that Nintendo just hates Zelda. Like, it's the year of Kirby now. Kirby
Yeah.
fans rejoice. You are getting the fan service you've all needed.
That God, that I mean, I wasn't like too impressed when the first trailer, and it looked really nice, but this one actually sold me on getting the game. The mouthful mode is not only a meme, but actually like it's
Oh,
hilarious,
perfect.
but like realistic too. Like you always
Yeah.
wonder, like what happens if Kirby absorbed like a car or something? Now we know he can't like absorb it. He just like engulfs it. He is car. So
I saw a great meme of like he eats the car and there's like kids in the back seat or something. And just like,
like, oh my god, help, please. I'd like to see that.
yeah.
You know, we'll rate the Nintendo Directs, you know, at the end. We're just gonna go off one by one. So the Kirby trailer, I'm gonna give that like a 9 out of 10 personally. I think that was just like
Oh
a
yeah.
fantastic trailer showing off a new part of Kirby. You know, the graphics, some boss battles, I guess. It was just funny, mouthful mode of a vending machine. Like it's just the applications are just endless, and it's like you didn't really think about it, but I guess that's like the logical next step for Kirby games. If they're gonna go fully 3D and stop like the was it three? Well, it's 2.5D, right? Was that what old Kirby
Yeah.
game? Not old Kirby games, but like newer ones are. Yeah, yeah. Now this one's in full 3D, which is probably the direction they should continue with, unless they make like retro Kirby games again, which they won't.
Right.
So, you know, good for Kirby. And I don't think it was in the direct, but they did say at some point that, you know, there's going to be a bunch more Kirby stuff announced for this year because it's the year of Kirby. Zelda's dead to Nintendo
Right.
for some reason.
Everybody forget Zelda. It's
Okay.
only Kirby now.
What if they're just so frustrated that they didn't hit Breath of the Wild 2 for the 35th anniversary for Zelda, and that's why they just like don't want to talk about it?
Maybe they're really just waiting for Breath of the Wild 2 and they're gonna do
You
all the anniversary stuff after that. Yeah.
who want to celebrate the 36th anniversary of Zelda?
Right.
I
That's more
do.
important.
I, you know, so yeah, that was pretty cool. We saw the new Fire Emblem game 3. It is a spinoff. It's not
I didn't realize when they showed it that it is a Fire Emblem like Warriors type game. So
Musu
it's like
style.
yeah.
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 Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes. I didn't know if I don't know sales numbers off the top of my head for Fire Emblem games. And especially the new style ones with the, you know, like the Warriors one. So I guess it did well enough to warrant another spin-off in the same style. I imagine it's a lot
Yeah.
bigger in the West. That's my assumption.
It was until Three Houses. Three Houses was like a success globally. Like every other Fire Emblem is like only like in the West or
Oh, really?
just not America, basically. Yeah.
Hmm. I was not aware of that. All right, well, I mean, it was nice to see. I'm always, again, I'm not a Fire Emblem fan, but I do like to see things where it'll make other fan bases happy. And that seemed like a
Right.
good trailer.
I like that the like smaller Nintendo titles are getting like a lot more popular now. Like even like I'd even say Kirby at this point, like a smaller Nintendo IP getting bigger.
I mean, I think Sakurai. I think somewhere in Sakurai's contract, he was just like, "Okay, I'll work on Smash Ultimate, but you gotta fund the crap out of my next Kirby game.
Yeah.
You gotta give me every power there is. I want all
The
the
next
money."
Kirby game is Game of the Year.
Dude, I'd like to see that. Kirby. I mean, I don't know. Kirby games is a weird. Like, it's a great Nintendo property. It's just underappreciated.
Yeah.
Or like it
Definitely.
was also in an awkward stage because like once it transitioned from the like I wasn't a huge fan of the DS era Kirby games. I love Game Boy Advance and like before. I thought those were like fantastic a time for Kirby. You know, but like with this, I think it's gonna really bring it back to life. I continue forward. Somehow, okay, this is weird. No Man's Sky was announced for the Switch. I'm not sure if I mentioned it on the podcast, but I've always said I thought Nintendo No Man's Sky was a great pick for the Switch. I didn't think it was possible, and somehow it is.
I don't think performance is going to be too much of an issue. More of like the net code, because isn't it like all online now?
Is it?
Since like the No Man's Sky Next or whatever it was called, the like big expansion they did.
I thought it was capped still at 4 players.
Oh, maybe it is. I thought it was like always online or something like that now.
Oh, I mean, I think it's always been always online in the sense of like other people's creations, but when it came to players, I think you could only interact with like up to 4, I think.
Oh, okay.
But I'm gonna imagine the rendering distance for this game is like terrible. I'm gonna
Oh yeah, yeah.
you know, that's my. But again, I think it's cool, assuming it's like cross progression and everything. I think this is actually great because it can't come to like a phone or something. So I think if you're like a huge No Man's Sky fan, putting on a Switch is a great choice.
Yeah.
Until you get a Steam Deck, in which case it doesn't matter. You just get it on a Steam Deck.
Right. Okay.
All right. We didn't predict this perfectly, but we've been mentioning Mario sports games.
Dude.
And they finally made another Mario soccer game. Let's go.
Dude,
10
I'm
out of 10.
so excited. I went to GameStop today to pre-order it after work. Oh my God.
That's what I meant to do.
I was so excited.
That it looks phenomenal. It looks
it's
gorgeous.
So good.
The new what was it? I'm not sure and it wasn't a new mode, but like you can do like other special shots now that like can disrupt other players and stuff like that.
Yeah. The armor settings you can do now. The online sounds amazing as long as it works.
Yeah, as long as it works. Assuming it's rollback and it's granted, I love that they're adding leagues. Like it's like basically clans for a Nintendo game, which is totally against like their philosophies. So that's just 10 out of 10. That was a perfect trailer. Yeah. I love the art style when you do like the like I don't know what are they called, like when they do the goal, like the kicks, but it's like in some kind of
the like comic book art style or whatever. It's something like that.
Yeah, but like what's the what's the name of it in the other soccer games? Like, is there a name for the style? Not the style of the game, the shot, but like the shot itself, where it's like wasn't like
it was like the star shot or something they used to call it. I think special shot.
Okay,
I think it was just like special shot or something like that.
Well, and just the art style for whatever why they just completely like they went from like normal Nintendo stuff to like the comic book style. Chef's kiss. So beautiful. June 10th.
Nintendo, good job.
Not fair. Yeah, good. Which now we're kind of predicting it.
Thank you. Hold on. Thank you for putting it in June, like far enough away from everything else that's coming out that I want to play. Thank you. This is the only game I'll play this summer. Thank you, Nintendo.
Now we have to hope that we can somehow join in the same squad and play online together. That's what I'm afraid of.
This and the other game we'll get to, but like, oh my God, I just want to wreck people online in co-op. Come on.
And like you can do up to 8 players. That's pretty cool.
That's sweet.
I don't think anyone's actually going to use that feature on like one Switch, but I think it's nice that it's there. That
right.
Like a party, it'd be fun to utilize for up to 8 players.
Right.
So that's really cool. Yeah, I'm excited to get that. Which now we talked it on the live stream, which you guys should have totally checked out. That we're gonna predict that the Mario Super Sluggers is next year. Because so far they're on a roll for sport. I mean, this is already the year of Nintendo sports games because we got Mario Strikers and we have the game coming up soon, which I'm also super excited about. And then also, wait, was there another one? Was there a third sports one?
We had golf last year.
Right.
We had tennis like 2 years ago.
Right. So
they're heading towards it.
Yeah,
it's coming. I'm so ready for Mario Super Sluggers.
Oh my God. Yeah, me too. Please. Seriously. Please. Yeah, so 10 out of 10. I hope they support this with not microtransactions, but DLC. Stages, characters. Right. I hope they prolong, like give it more life. That's what it needs.
Right. Like Mario Golf, they did a good job, but they cut it like super short. Like I want more for this one. I hope they learned that like people want to play these games and they love the DLC. Like, come on.
Right. All right. Chrono Cross Remaster. I never played it. Did you? Did you say you did?
I never played them, but I always wanted to.
Well, I mean, I'm sure it made some crowd happy. A remaster on April 7th. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's one of those games that's like super expensive to buy the original format of.
Oh really?
So.
Okay.
It's nice that it's coming.
Arguably, I mean, besides Mario Strikers, arguably the biggest surprise of the whole Switch is of the Nintendo Direct is the Switch Sports. That's
Bravo,
unbelievable. Yeah.
Nintendo. You not only did you listen to the community, but like you killed it.
Yeah,
and they're already updating the game to add more sports. That's so great. Like, oh my god.
I honestly think they should package this with like newer Switch models, exactly what they did with the Wii. Could you imagine that? That this is like a game that comes with the Switch?
Oh, dude.
That would
it beat the original Wii Sports as the best-selling game of all time.
Yeah, definitely. This would be crazy. I'm genuinely excited to smash kids in badminton.
Oh, dude, I'm so ready.
Badminton, soccer looks cool, and if you buy the physical edition, they'll give you a leg strap, which is interesting. Which I hope is compatible with Mario Strikers. I wonder if they'll do that. Probably not, but we'll know. They had like the sword fighting. They had tennis. They had volleyball.
Badminton,
volleyball looks really fun. The sword fighting, and then golf is
the first update.
Yeah.
Oh, bowling. Bowling was the last one. Gotcha.
Oh yeah. Who could forget bowling? But like what a year. And it's like it's so weird that they're like they have soccer in that when literally they have a soccer game coming out before that. That what a cocky move. Like we know you like soccer, so here's more soccer. Yeah, like
good for them.
It's so weird to be excited for this. Like I'm not saying in a bad way we're excited, but it's just weird to be excited for like a very generic like bland, and I don't even mean bland, but like a bland sports game, but that's just super fun because it's just like there's no stupid huge gimmick to it. There's no, random factor. It's literally simple. It's like badminton. That's it. Yeah. That's all you get. That is the game. Badminton, soccer, all these other basic sports with multiplayer, and it's like what? Please, so Nintendo,
good
please,
job, Nintendo.
Please, but let's just update your firmware. Update your online systems. I know you add a rollback to all your new games. Fine, please just give us that connectivity we desperately need. Please. Yeah. All right.
Please.
10 out of 10. That was the if I would have gave Mario Strikers the biggest like reveal of the night, but I don't think anyone predicted that. Anyone. No. Yeah, no, that was just
not at all.
That was so out of left field that no one could believe it. And I refuse to believe anyone called it. I refuse it.
Yeah.
I would whatever. All right, excuse me. So next, Xenoblade Chronicles 3. That was at the end of it, but that was like their, we have one more thing. We're not Xenoblade Chronicles fans, but again, I'm sure there's a huge fan base for it, so I'm happy for them.
Right. It's a huge announcement.
Right. Let's see, September 2022, which that's not terribly far away, but that will give that player base a game to play until Breath of the Wild 2, assuming it's in November.
Right.
So good for them. Mother and Earthbound are being added to Nintendo Switch Online. I'm sure there's a fair amount of people happy about that. I wasn't a huge fan of it. Yeah, exactly. Isn't it like Mother 3, like the big one everyone wants?
Yeah, that's like the never released sequel to the game or something like that.
Yeah, but Star Fox 2 was, wasn't that never released, but they still added it to Nintendo Online?
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Okay, this was also a huge surprise. They literally announced 2 years worth of Mario Kart 8 DLC. The deluxe booster course pass.
Dude, Nintendo,
what the?
You're nuts. What happened to you?
Really?
You're going crazy.
So all right, here's my philosophy on this. I think that at some point they realized, look, what if we were, I'm sure they're still working on Mario Kart 9, but with this announcement, there's no doubt in my mind we're not getting 9 until the next Nintendo console. If this was only 1 year, I'd be like, okay, you know what? That makes sense. Maybe hold people off till 9. No, if this is 2 years and we're already halfway in the Switch's life cycle, there's no way they're going to release Mario Kart 9 on this system.
No.
There's no way. But it's still really cool. That they're, and also actually it's just weird too, because this game's been out for years now, and they just like now they're like, okay, here's the DLC. What?
Right. They ported it from the Wii U, did nothing with it for this long. And, 5 years later, they're like, hey, guys, remember Mario Kart?
Sir,
we got you.
We didn't sell 1 million units this month. Okay, let's bring out the booster course pass.
Right.
All right. I mean, and it's all like old courses, which is fine by me. They're all remasters. The only one I haven't played is Mario Kart Tour, which is on the phone, and I refuse to play it. But besides that, like, it's all retro courses. Fine with me. That's fine. But like 48 courses is a little, I think it's either a little more or a little less than what's already in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Right. So they're literally doubling the courses. That's just crazy.
Right. They're literally giving us a whole nother Mario Kart game for $25.
Right.
That's ridiculous.
And then, so we were kind of talking about this, but they said it's part of the expansion pass, which is very interesting. I think they should have done this, like when the expansion pass was announced, they should have announced this as well. They should have said it's in the works, because
they should have done like the Smash Brothers season pass thing and been like, showed like black squares or something and been like, hey, we have 3 unannounced things coming that'll be part of this, just to give like more of an incentive for it.
Right. Yeah. Because I have zero incentive for it because of Animal Crossing and this. But like, in a weird way, I mean, if they add one more like season pass like this to expansion pass, it's starting to become worth it.
Right.
Like, could you imagine the
like
expansion
if you
pass?
put Breath of the Wild 2 expansion pass on there.
I feel
like I'd probably get it at that point. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I feel like they are. And then you just beat it, and then you stop paying for expansion pass, and then you just can't. Then right. It's like you already beat the expansion. All right. But so that's really cool. I still wish they added more characters in this as well. As far as we know, it's just courses because it's booster course pass. Right. I'm not really seeing why you can't add more characters just for flavor, but I'm not gonna be super picky about it. I'm happy already. I guess that's just really nitpicking at that point.
Right.
Okay, what's next? Oh, Portal and Portal 2 are coming to the Switch. Portal Companion Collection, which that's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah,
just some nice third-party games coming.
Right, that's a safe one. There's a trailer for Triangle Strategy, which we don't care about. I mean, not that we don't care about.
It comes out in like 3 weeks. Stop talking about it. Come on, just release it. And
they released a new demo, so like Chapter 3, so it's like you could already play more than half the game. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know why. This one was weird. Live, which I thought was Live Evil.
I did pre-order this.
Really?
It's very interesting. Yeah, it looks like Octopath Traveler to me, which I liked, so I'll give it a shot.
I mean, it looks gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's like it's a remastered older game, right?
Yeah, it's an old Squaresoft game, so I don't doubt it's not going to be good. So
I don't want to spoil anything, but I was very surprised Elden Ring was not announced for the Switch.
Dude. I wonder when they're going to, if they can even do like the Dark Souls trilogy on there.
Well,
they did 1, but like, can they get 2 and 3 to work on the Switch?
I don't think, I don't know.
Stopping them.
Yeah, but like, Dark Souls 3 is like one of my favorite games of all time. And yeah, I don't think I would go back to it, assuming Elden Ring is, well, also that, just because it's on the Switch, but anyway, Clonoa, how do you pronounce
Clonoa.
Clonoa, thank you. Door to Pedophile and Clona 2.
Yeah.
Sorry. What is that? Phantomile? Okay.
Phantomile.
Phantomile and
like
Clonoa
a ghost
2.
pedophile.
Okay. Lunatea's Veil being released on Switch, so 2 different. I had never heard about this. I thought this looked like Sonic's weird cousin that was removed from the game.
Pretty much.
He looks like a Sonic character. He just
he also has Pac-Man on his hat. Was it made by Sega?
I never noticed that. You're right. Huh?
Who made Clonoa? Was it Sega?
It was probably it was probably from SquareSoft. I would like to see it from SquareSoft. There's like blood and guts and everything. Let's see here. It's not telling me.
It's made by Namco.
Okay, so that makes sense.
So it is Pac-Man on his hat. Confirmed. We solved the puzzle.
Yeah, there's a game called the first 2 Front Mission games are being remade. I'd never heard of Front Mission. Have you heard of Front Mission?
Yeah,
We're
a mech
fighting
assault
robot.
game.
Yeah, yeah. Like, I mean, not much to say. We don't know much about it. They finally give a release window for Splatoon 3, which is going to be summer, which makes sense. I mean,
Right.
give something, and also, I guess they're making the Salmon Run a permanent mode because I didn't know this, but apparently that was like a timed event in 2.
Oh, is it really?
Apparently, that's what I was seeing comments about, and it's like, so like, but apparently there's apparently a huge fan base for it, and like a lot of people dedicated to just playing it. Seems like there's a horde mode for a Nintendo game, which is fine. I mean, more replay value. I still have to pre-order. Did you pre-order this?
I did. I have decided Splatoon 3 is the one I'm gonna like super get into.
Oh,
like
cool.
I didn't play too much, and then the first one I played, but it was on the Wii U, and my Fisher Price toy wasn't very fun to play with. So yeah.
Yeah, no, I got to pre-order it too. It looks really good. I think we should totally get into it. We'll be the oldest competitive players,
Right, crushing all the children on there.
What do you mean I didn't splatter with my paint? Why? Well, this is the year we get serious into Nintendo esports. We got Mario Strikers. I want us to
seriously,
get,
dude.
like the black, like the sports paint, like you put the 2 lines on your cheeks.
Oh yeah.
But we wear like soccer cleats, like just screaming, "Pass the ball, Jason!" Oh yeah, we were talking about it.
Dude, when we play volleyball,
yeah,
spike it!
Get wrecked, kid! And then like the camera cuts to it's like a mom and like a daughter, and she's like 5, just like crying.
Right.
Yeah, like that is so... What do you mean he didn't lob it up? I set it up. Why? Jesus Christ, spike it!
God.
I'm so excited. Good. Yeah. We got I guess a proper release date for Advance Wars 1 and 2. I think because it was pushed back, right? Originally.
Yeah, it was supposed to be out in December.
Okay, so apparently this is too much for them, and April 8th is now the new date. So. Oh, and then I mean, it kind of lost track. I don't know why this article didn't put it. And then oddly, Metroid Dread got a free update where it added a rookie mode and an anti-Nintendo mode. Literally,
right? It literally got hardcore speedrunner's dream and then baby mode.
Like
it's crazy.
I'm gonna assume someone from like the Metroid team was playing Devil May Cry, and I'm not sure if you're aware, but there's the hardest difficulty is Hell or Hell, which is you're a one shot and everyone else isn't. The mode before that is Heaven or Hell, where you and the enemy are one shot. But this is too much for the average Nintendo fan. Like that's just cruel.
Seriously,
who hurt you?
I'm glad they finally realized that like people like Metroid. Like this is like the best selling one of all time or something like that.
Yeah, which is great. But like this is just I want to
give the people what they want.
Yeah, which is apparently an intense hardcore mode. I'm gonna give this direct like a 9 out of 10. It was just like one of the highest I've ever given direct.
Nintendo is now like stacked for this year.
Yeah,
they have so many bangers coming out.
I'm really eating my words from last year where I said like, I hate how everyone says this year's going to be stacked, but unfortunately for me, this year is stacked. I will.
This year is.
Especially
this is Nintendo. The year though, right? Like where like the COVID stuff's like over, everybody's back to work. This is the year. Everything that was supposed to be out in the last 2 years, it's coming out this year.
Right.
Whether we want it to or not.
Think I'm playing Elden Ring. Okay, I'm gonna play Kirby now. Okay, I'm playing Splatoon 3. Oh no, I'm playing Mario Strikers. Okay, and then I'm playing Wii Sports, Switch Sports. Okay, and then Kirby. Okay, and then
Splatoon. Right.
Okay.
And then by then we're gonna get another direct for the rest of the year, and
yeah,
then we're screwed.
This will be the year my Nintendo library like basically doubles. Like.
Yeah,
I mean, if you're counting the booster course pass, I think I'm gonna get it. I mean, I haven't played Mario Kart in a long time, but it is a fun. Yeah, it is a really fun game. It's just I kind of lost track of it, but it's still really fun. I love playing as Wario. All right, so well, I give it a 9 out of 10. What do you give it?
Oh yeah, I won't say 10 out of 10. Only because they confirmed they hate Zelda, so yeah, 9 out of 10. They lose a point for the hate.
But I would still say this is probably like the best Nintendo Direct we've gotten in like 2 years.
Oh, easy, hands down.
Yeah. So
I can't even think of like what the last like super good Direct was. The last one, the only one we were excited for was Mario Golf. So
right, yeah, exactly. Right, yeah, that's true. Cause if Breath of the Wild 2 was in this Direct, it probably would have been a 10 out of 10. I'm still very confused why they haven't shown anything off, especially if it's going to come out this year.
Yeah. There's apparently a rumor too in April they're supposed to announce something for Pokemon. People think it's either Gen 9 or it's the DLC for Arceus. But I feel like, well, I guess April's not that far away actually. Never mind. I was going to say that seems too far for the Arceus DLC, but
yeah, I was going to say cuz
I beat that last night. Did you finish the campaign yet?
No.
Oh, it was really good. Now I'm off to grind the world and catch everything, but
I just I feel like it's gonna be Arceus DLC because they don't really talk about the next generation of Pokemon until like a month or two before it actually releases.
Right.
So I mean, unless which it could make sense if Breath of the Wild 2 is coming out in November, then I don't think they're gonna have Pokemon in the same month. I think it'd be too much.
Pokemon would have to be it'd have to be like
October,
late September, early October, or it wouldn't be till spring of next year. It'd be like January, February of next year.
Right? Because Splatoon 3 is already that was September.
That's
right?
the summer game. Now.
Oh, the summer game. Right?
It's the summer game now. Yeah, they're not going to fight with that either. So that's big enough on its own.
Right. So that's assuming we're getting again. If your rumors are true, then I'm going to assume Arceus DLC, but. Again, I felt like this would have been the trailer, not trailer, the Direct to announce it. I'm just that's my thoughts on it.
Right.
Anyway, so yeah, you guys should tell us what you think anywhere on the internet. On our website, or Discord, YouTube, anywhere on the internet. Again, Twitter, TikTok's blowing up. We got a funny Dying Light 2 video that's really good. So yeah, you should check us out and tell us what you think, and we'll talk to you. We love you. For some reason, instinctually, I almost just said, okay, that's the end of the episode, but because we said at the end.
We're out of here, guys. See you
later. Here. Short episode. No. Okay, so we got some other goodies to talk about. And by goodies, I mean mostly dumb news. A Hearthstone streamer was swatted live on Twitch, which is really depressing because I think so. I mean, I think if they find the person.
The first thing I thought when I read this was, who still plays Hearthstone? It's like, there's so many other good card games out now. Like, is Hearthstone still like as big as it was, or? I
don't think it's as big as it was, but still, a very popular, like digital card game. So yeah,
you told me nobody's playing Valve's card game anymore. What was that called?
Artifact was alive for 2 weeks, and a good friend of mine, whose name I'm not going to mention, bought like the deluxe edition. And it's just like, I felt really bad for him. But I mean, I could tell from the trailers, it was like way too complicated. 3 different lanes.
I remember, yeah, they like overhyped that thing like crazy.
Wait, that was like I can't remember the last Valve flop, but that one was like a terrible flop.
Yeah,
like that was really bad for him. Anyway,
I remember everybody used their Twitch channel for they would stream like movies on it. It was like when Infinity War came out, people were just streaming that on there.
That's funny.
And put it under the category.
Twitch streamer Alice Traza, she was just playing, and apparently she was in the other room when it happened, but like, the SWAT just broke in and like handcuffed her family, like she understood why, because, they respond to a threat. But I like people who call in, like who make us who make this happen, the person who like calls in like a threat of some sort, they should get the harshest penalty humanly possible for this. There's been like, there's a few times where people actually died, know? Because the SWAT has to believe it's a credible threat. They have to believe it. I don't blame them for it, for taking precautions. I get that. Like when SWAT's involved, it's unbelievably serious. And it's a tragedy when someone gets hurt or killed in this kind of situation. But if this is the kind of threat that happens, there has to be some kind of system put in place where like the person who called has to like give detailed information about they themselves to fall back on. I don't even know what the procedure is to like, I don't know who I would call to get SWAT. I doubt I would ever want to be in that situation. Like, is there like a hotline?
Right.
Is it like, like,
is it just 911? Like,
right? Like, and can they trace the call? Like, I just feel like it's just disgusting.
they definitely can. Yeah.
Well, the person who's calling has to be aware of that then, and if that's the case, then they're probably using like a VPN or some kind of way to
right.
It's really gross. So it's like those people really don't like. They need to go to a mental hospital. That's how serious I would take it. Like, if someone swatted me, I would go out of my way to find them and like, we'll talk about it. It's gross. It's really gross, and I hope they find the person to prosecute them. I remember someone, it was like last year, they got like 7 years for calling in a fake SWAT threat, which is fine by me. He was like crying and stuff. I'm just like, I have zero sympathy for this person.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I don't feel bad for them at all. They need to just, honestly, they should be punished as harsh as the, like, people who would actually do something like that.
And then on the record, they're like, yeah, also Super Mario Sluggers is overrated. I was ready to throw hands.
I'm really gonna have to be swatted because I'm gonna kill the person. Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, I just realized the Switch Sports doesn't include boxing.
No, it'll probably come in.
That'd be really
I have a feeling like all the sports are gonna come back from Wii Sports and Resort. They're gonna just like add them all.
I want to say, I think with the Joy-Cons, boxing would be really good.
Yeah.
It'd be like Punch Out, but just better. And if you could do it online, masterpiece. Moving forward though, so this is actually depressing, at least to me. Apparently in like this, not like a secret meeting, but there's a conference between Call of Duty developers and very select content creators, and the Warzone devs admitted that the game is in a terrible state and that they just screwed it up really badly, and it's really they said it was, quote, embarrassing, and it was also announced. Wait, is it in the same article? Well, might be in a different article, but they also announced that the next Call of Duty is Modern Warfare 2, and that they're working on Warzone 2. So,
I saw that. Yeah,
I'm very. I guess I was wrong about Warzone 2. I really thought they were just going to keep updating this one, but I guess because it's running on like an older Call of Duty engine, it's just going to.
That's what I assume is like whatever the newest engine is for the newest Call of Duty, they'll probably update it to that. But like, you could just update the old one to that. You don't need to.
Right.
I guess unless it's not that easy. But
right. Yeah.
I don't know.
All I hope is that if it connects to your battle.net, your battle.net account, so that way your skins and stuff transfer over. And they better do that, because if they reset, I'm gonna riot. That's ridiculous.
Oh yeah,
that's like a huge slap in the face. But so like, I mean, I think it takes some balls for these devs to say like, yeah, this is really bad, because usually, game developers will like save face, like, oh, we're working on fixing things, but at least they're honest and be like, yeah, we killed our game. It's dead.
Oh yeah.
So
can you blame them though, with how like terrible they've all had it at their like work environment? Is it really their fault? Like they're dealing with a lot of stuff right now. But like, granted, it's been like years that Call of Duty's kind of been going downhill, but
we effed up, we broke it, we're not happy about it, no excuses. So they're taking. I mean, that's what the head of Infinity Ward Studio, who's named Pat Kelly, and Activision's director Josh Bridge and Raven Software's Eric Beisman said during the call. So, Bridge said that the team was not happy about the current state of the game. Oh, okay, this is interesting. Further admitted to the devs had, quote, learned the upper limits of their technology. So yeah, I guess that, like we were saying, I guess it's getting really hard to program for it when it's outdated.
Right.
Because like whether you notice it or not, like each Call of Duty is kind of using a different engine in the sense of like the minimum game mechanic, or like the differences in game mechanics. Like in Fortnite, you don't have to worry about that because it's just like there's no Fortnite 2 game or 3, every year. It was just one Fortnite game, so they can work on it, and they have the capital. They have to coincide with whatever Call of Duty game's coming out, like in the same year.
Yeah, they honestly they need to just make Warzone its like own thing. Like design a full future proof like engine for it and just like let it go
Right.
and just keep updating it.
Well, no, see, I think because the mistake was that the Warzone 1 was built inside of Modern Warfare. It was, I mean, like
Right.
but like when you download it, the Modern Warfare screen still comes up. So
Right.
yeah, that was like they could have, if they future proofed themselves, they would have just had something totally separate. But I guess they weren't completely confident in Warzone being a breakout hit, and when it came out, it was.
Yeah, it was great. It was so good.
Let's see. Yeah, apparently the new Warzone is planned to release in 2023. And then Microsoft also said that, the other, Call of Duty games are still going to be on PlayStation, which, well, I disagree with that. Since we all know it's going to be on Game Pass day one, they're at least going to have some edge, at least it makes it nice for Game Pass people to not have to invest $60 into the new Call of Duty game, which makes it worth it. If we're
it's just
honest.
more revenue for them. So they could do whatever they want.
And then Xbox gamers or Game Pass holders specifically, like you and me, we benefit because then we don't have to buy the new Call of Duty every year. We just get Call of Duty, for free. So, it's not that I feel bad, but at least they admitted. Okay, I want to talk about this. I'm gonna categorize this into the gear part of Goons Games and Gear because Movie Pass is coming back. And I don't know how it relates to gear, but I want to talk about it, so I am. It's tech, and I like tech.
We're a movie podcast now. Remember?
Oh yeah,
remember last week?
Did you get this? You seem like the person that would actually benefit from Movie Pass.
I did have Movie Pass for a long time, and then it got just like outrageously expensive. And then it used to be like you could see 3 free movies a week with it. Then they limited it to like 1. So I got rid of it. And then AMC Stubs came out and it was perfect.
Yeah, so apparently they opened up a conference where they announced it's coming back. He said a lot of people lost money, a lot of people lost trust. What a quote.
Yeah.
Because apparently the parent company who bought it after a few months immediately went bankrupt. They just didn't know what to do with it. It was horribly mismanaged and just died. just gone. Spike added that Movie Pass users will be able to hold partial ownership of the company with its most premium tier inclusive of a lifetime subscription. Was it $1,000? Here you go. You're part of the company. Have it. We don't want it.
Buy one of our stocks and you have it.
I don't agree with this quote. He says movie going is not going anywhere. Cinema is not going anywhere. I heavily disagree.
Yeah, right.
It's dying. They had to bring it back to life. The government had to bring it back to life. Literally, they had to inject money into the movie scene. And it's with streaming services, I just feel like in the next couple of years there's just no point. Granted, I like theater experiences. I don't go nearly as much as you do, but when I do, it's just a nice social event. But unfortunately, just because of technology and I guess streaming services, I just don't think it's really feasible anymore.
Yeah. I even the last couple of years I stopped going. The only thing I go to see now is Marvel movies. That's it.
I saw Nicolas Cage's Pig, and it was we were the only.
I bought it.
Oh, really?
You told me it was amazing. Yeah, so I had to buy it.
It's honestly it's quite emotional. I'm not gonna lie. I almost teared up at the end. I'm like, oh my god. I was like, holy crap! I never thought I'd feel this emotional about a pig. I mean, I've dated women before, and my ex-girlfriend I can count, but in this case, no. That was a joke. They were nice ladies, nice piggies. Anyway, nice pig. I'm not the best looker, or at least I wasn't. Do you remember with short hair? Ugh. Anyway, let's see. Yeah, so apparently Movie Pass 2.0 is going to work on a tiered system. I mean, okay. I don't know what tiers. I guess that's 1 movie, 2 movie, 3 movie, 4,
Probably.
So Spikes wants to claim 30% of the moviegoer market by 2030.
Good luck.
What?
I don't even think movies will be around by 2030.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you kidding me?
30% of 100 people is 30 people. So yeah, not that much. Oh, is this an image of it? Movie Pass. It doesn't. Oh wait. So it has its own credit card.
Of it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like if this was around like 5 years ago, it would have been in a much better position than it was when it launched. Oh wait,
Right.
oh, it launched in 2011. Wait, it launched in 2011? I don't believe that.
Is it really that old?
It says launched.
I don't think it really like popped off until like 2018. I feel like is when I actually first started hearing about it.
Right, launched in 2011 with a small team of developers and headed by co-founder Spikes. MoviePass Second Life follows a series of comically disastrous failures under direction of Helios and Matheson Analytics. The firm bought a majority stake in the company in 2017. I mean, I guess I'm wrong. I mean, if it launched in 2011, but I never heard of it. I thought it released in 2018.
Yeah, I thought it was definitely more recent than that, but
it was hemorrhaging shortly. Yeah, so apparently, just a small recap. The Spikes, who was the founder, he was fired from his own company by the people who bought the company. And then shortly after, the service began imploding. It was hemorrhaging money. The service underwent abrupt changes. And the app sometimes didn't work at all. Ouch.
Oof.
Oh, and that the company filed for bankruptcy the following year. Oh, and then, okay. So then Spikes, in an alpha male move, bought back the company, and that's why he's relaunching it. So he was fired from his own company to buy it.
Watch it crumble.
Yeah,
and then scoop up the ashes.
What an alpha Chad move! Like, damn. I don't see how this could possibly thrive unless there's just some like. Unless people are really dying to go back to theaters, but like the biggest theater events now is like you said, is like Marvel movies, and I'm kind of over them now. So, I mean, unless this year we're getting a new Godzilla movie, I probably won't be in the movies anytime soon. Maybe I might see the Batman, but I might.
Oh, I thought about the Batman. The next movie I definitely want to see is Doctor Strange.
Oh, in
March.
Right, that makes sense. That makes sense. So yeah, I just want to talk about that. Movie Pass. Maybe you should just let it die. You know, something should just be dead. There's no reason to bring it back. Just let it die peacefully. Although it wasn't really peaceful, but just let it die. Again, last article we got here for you boys and girls. Well, we're actually going to end on a relatively like what we're supposed to end around. Bowser. So we talked about it last episode, I believe, actually. Gary Bowser, who was part of the whole hacking group, was it Exploit, right? That's what it was called. Oh, Executor. Yeah. Executor. He was sentenced for
Executors.
He was sentenced to 3+ years of prison. If I recall, originally they wanted 5 years, right? And then he was arguing for 2. So I guess they kind of met in the middle, which
is good, I guess, for him.
Yeah, good for him. But still, 3 years is 3 years. I couldn't even survive a day. I'd be like, Elden Ring, where can I play it? Please.
Right. Can you imagine going to jail the day before Elden Ring comes out? Like, that sucks.
Yeah, that's not the first word I'd use. Like, that sucks. Yeah, that's yeah. So I mean, he did. He pled guilty. 4.5 million. Blah blah blah. I'm trying to see. Okay, so yeah, Nintendo said it's 65 million in losses. We discussed that. Wow. Earlier in court documents, Bowser said he has paid $1,000 a month to market and distribute the hacking devices to retailers. The DOJ's press release Thursday said he managed Team Executor's websites and created, quote, online libraries of pirated video games for its customers. So the other two, actually, we didn't have this part. The other two members, Max Laurent of France and Yuning Chen of China, neither in custody, probably due to the laws in France and China respectively. But they're still the Homeland Security is still working on the case, so they could still. They could still be extradited. That's still a possibility.
Yeah.
Like if France and China aren't going to do anything about it, I guess the U.S. will step in because Nintendo don't play around.
That's right.
They're like we make a Kirby game like once every 4 years now. If someone pirates this shit, I can't say that. Well, all right, I'll have to. If someone pirates this, we're not. We're gonna be super serious about it. It ain't happening.
We'll take you down. If you pirate Kirby car, I swear you'll be done.
Mouthful mode, the ultimate mode. For like, anyway, so Yeah. Besides the fact he was paying $1,000 a month to market and distribute the hacking devices, 3 years, nothing to really shy around, and he still has to pay Nintendo off the 4.5
Right.
million in restitution. So he's going to jail for 3 years. I wonder what's going to happen. How do you pay back someone if you're in jail?
I don't know. I always wondered that.
Oh wait, that's not even included. So wait, we didn't mention this. He agreed to pay 10 million fine for selling the hacks, and then 3-year sentence on Tuesday, and then also pled guilty in 2021, which agreed to pay Nintendo 4.5 million. So he is in the hole for 14.5 million and 3 years in jail.
Oh my god.
Just to hack
This guy's
Pokemon.
screwed. Yeah.
Imagine being in jail. It's like, yo, I heard you know a guy who can get me a ROM hack. Like, yeah.
I've been itching to play some Kirby and the Crystal Shards, please.
He just like hand you a flash drive, like, tell your friends.
I got the hookup.
I got the hookup. And then like the security guards are just like, how are all these people playing Kirby and the Crystal Shards? What's going on? We didn't give them TVs. What's going on? Who gave them Vitas? Who? That's what I would want to hack it. Or no, I would want to. If I was in jail, I would want someone to smuggle in a Switch. I feel like that's like just small enough to conceal and hide.
Oh yeah.
I just feel, I'd put it on top of like a ceiling.
Hide it in your pillow or something.
Or an undesirable place.
Right.
I'll use my mouthful mode, but not in my mouth.
My body is Reggie.
All right, line up. We're doing checks. Oh God, no.
Happy search time. No. Sorry, why does your butthole look like a slot for a credit card? I don't know. Please don't touch it. The HD Rumble really doesn't help it.
You're like, wait, just the Switch in here. Where's the Joy-Cons? And like the parts to the left and right, it's just like sweating. Hey, just put the Joy-Con in. Boop. That HD Rumble, it's really hitting hard.
Just like the feature on the Switch where it's like find my Joy-Cons and you just see his cheeks just like rumble.
Oh my God, that would oh man, that would be pretty terrible. All right, well that's the show, guys. That was a fun one. Yeah, tell us what you think about the Nintendo Direct. Did you like it, hate it? You better liked it because it's perfect in every shape, way, or form. I finally have where you can find us on the screen for the live screen, which is Twitter. Which in my Twitter is the Head Goon. His Twitter is gphone71195. You can find us on Twitter, obviously. Funny stuff. Listen to Apple Podcasts. We've got TikTok, posting videos every couple days. Spotify, Discord, Instagram. We got it all. Oh, and YouTube. I gotta forget YouTube. Yeah. We'll see you guys. We'll see you guys next week. I hope you have a good weekend, and we're gonna hopefully have some more gameplay
Have a happy
video.
Valentine's Day.
Oh,
get your guitar fingers ready.
Reference. Nice. All right, have a good one, guys.
Later.
Bye-bye.